Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Julie Reaction, and if today is your first time coming across my video, kindly touch the subscription button, like, comment and share on the same. So today we want to listen from Mottley. He has a powerful message to those corrupt leaders in the Caribbean. Kindly watch till the end and I'll be back with more comments. All credits goes back to the original creator of the video.
That's why I ask all the time, who sees us and who hears us? We continue to be confronted by problems of blacklisting, which pale into insignificance when compared to climate change, but which destroy our financial sector. The illicit flow of weapons, such that the ease with which people can go into public spaces and shoot and kill others is now regarded as just another item on the news because we promote profit in the manufacture and trade of guns and weapons, of non-communicable diseases that strike down our people in the most insidious of ways because we allow diets that promote the prosperity of a few multinational corporations to become the norm of the day with the food that we eat and the lives that we live. And in the case within our own community, Belize and Guyana continue to face challenges to their territorial integrity. I suppose people feel that because we have talked so long about Belize and Guyana and Cuba, that we can continue to talk about climate change and these other things, and that it is okay for it to be another tick on a UN General Assembly speech. These are all threats to our stability, to the people's stability in our lands. But you know, since last we met, there are other instances and circumstances, not of our making, that may yet destabilize us. And we say it over and over, but we ask who is listening. And you know, we don't come with tales of woe only. The Caribbean has produced excellence. It really has. Nobel laureates, sportsmen who have excelled and are the best in the world of their type, artists, the best in the world of their type, leaders who have inspired previous generations and current generations. We don't come here as a proud people asking for handouts. We don't want and will not be mendicant. What we want, no, what we need is fiscal and policy space. Fiscal and policy space to achieve sustainable development, to be nimble, to adapt and to innovate in ways that allow us to be true and faithful to the task of bringing prosperity to our people, or as in the theme of this General Assembly, to eradicate poverty, to educate our people, to include all such that there's not some outside and some inside. We want an international order equally that recognizes that there must be different policy prescriptions to suit the circumstances that we all have. And we can still be friends, small and large, north and south, Christian, Hindu, Muslim, all different races, all genders. An equitable and just international order that is truly built on the principles of justice and fairness for all and not just for some. A United Nations that recognizes that as 74 years old we must be able to have difficult conversations as mature people and solve them. Many in the developing world were persuaded or required to abandon policies that were designed for the majority of our population to be transformed. And those policies were fashioned to adopt a consensus that was settled in Washington, D.C. and named thereafter. And that ultimately, regrettably, was about the consolidation of wealth in the hands of a very few. That's why we have seen the growing inequality that we have seen in the world over the last few decades. That is why too many people over the world have become cynical about governments and about the benefits that they can bring to them. The fueling of the greed of a few threatens to undermine what little gains we have made since independence. And we judge ourselves harshly because independence is a recent phenomenon for us. Others who have taken 150 years to get where they have gotten are still stumbling and falling. And you want to judge those who have had less than 50 or 60 years to operate in a world that has not been made in their image and that does not reflect their interests. This is the fate, my friends, of simply too many. And Mr. President, despite our small size, the 14 countries of the Caribbean community have been able to play leadership roles of international import. I can't stand here today without talking about St. Vincent and the Grenadines, that has become the smallest nation of the world ever to be elected to the Security Council to sit on it. We are proud of them. In addition, and I want to speak to this, because when CARICOM was confronted with the unfolding situation in Venezuela, I accompanied the then chairman of CARICOM, the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, as well as the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, to meet in this building with the UN Secretary General in January of this year. And we met with many delegations, and some said we were wasting our time, and some said the time for talk was already over. And we said then, as we say almost 9 months later, the time for dialogue, the time for talk, my friends, can never be over in a world that wants peace and prosperity. We don't take sides, but what we know is that you cannot propel war over dialogue. The people of Venezuela must be allowed to decide their own future in accordance with the principles of the United Nations Charter. Principles of non-intervention, non-interference, prohibition of the threat or use of force, respect for the rule of law, human rights, and democracy. It is regrettable that other multilateral organizations have not followed their own charters. And that is what makes the actions of our Secretary General of the UN more laudable, for refusing to breach his own charter and take actions even though member states have hurled into the recognition of those unelected. Our Caribbean Sea must remain a zone of peace, and for that we shall fight. Mr. President, I speak plainly and without fear, because from independence, Barbados' foreign policy has been premised on the simple principle of friends of all, satellites of none. Barbados, therefore, has always remained and will remain proud to have Cuba as a treasured friend.
Don't think you're gonna come and sell our resources again for cheap, for us to sit down and welcome you the next 4 years. It's not gonna happen. The people are awake. A huge change is about to come, people. So, as politicians, if you think you have power, I am telling you, if 10 million people come together, it's over for you, okay? We are going to get in contact with the military, and we are going to beg the military to stand behind us because we need them. The militaries also need a change. They need to protect a government that is for the people, not a government that is against the people. African people, we do not want to be divided again. We believe in brotherhood and sisterhood, and we will stand for what is right. We do not care about money anymore. We will not accept any bribe from anyone to unalive our people, to sabotage our people. We will not do that because we have realized that money is not everything. We have realized that you people are taking advantage of us. You do not care about us. You take your girlfriends to Dubai, to all these amazing places. You enjoy yourself. You see your people struggling on the street, sleeping on the street, cleaning the street, working 7/24, working 24/7. And you know that they are suffering, but you don't even help them. Are you not ashamed, African leaders? Where is your heart? Where is the heart that God gave you? Do you have one, African leaders? The corruption is too much, please. Stop selling our resources so cheap. God gave us those resources for a reason. Africa is not a poor continent. The people are poor. The people are poor because of you, African leaders. Because you think about your pocket. And African people, please listen to me. I hope this message gets to you. Please do not vote for any presidential candidate who come and talk rubbish and tell you that he's gonna build road. I'm sorry, building road is a normal thing to do as a leader. We need a government that stands with the people, a government that cares for the country, a government that wants to see its people do well. We need a government that has the same common interest as us. Enough is enough. The embarrassment is enough. The racism is enough. The discrimination is enough. The tribalism is enough. We, the people, have decided to put our interests on the side. We have decided to put all this tribalism, religion, and all that aside. We have decided to respect each other's religion and respect each other's culture and come together with the same common interest to make Africa great. And if you, an African leader, if you don't have that interest with us, we will not vote for you. So don't you think in your skull that you're gonna come and tell us you're gonna build water, electricity, and all those nonsense for us to cast our vote for you. That is not gonna happen. And to the old government, the old leaders, please retire and go and enjoy somewhere with your wives. We want young leaders. We do not want any old man from the age of 70 to 90 to come in power. Please take a break. Go to Maldives or something. Go to Seychelles and have a break, for Christ's sake. African people, vote for someone who can help us. Someone who can take full control of the country. Someone who do not need any foreigners to support him. Someone who knows what he's doing. Someone who is fearless. Someone who is bold. Someone who is passionate. Someone who cares. Because it's 2024 and you and I are still suffering. It's 2024 and we are still divided. It's 2024 and all our people all over the world are struggling. So if we don't come together to do what is right, then what is the point to complain about racism? What is the point to complain about discrimination? What is the point to complain about corruption? It is not the government to do anything for us. It's us, the people, that need to stand up against these corrupt leaders and march on the street for them to know that, hey, we are united and you cannot break us. Guys, if you take a stick and you can easily break it, but if you put 20, 30 sticks together, you can never break it. It will be difficult. This is the thing I'm saying about unity. This is my point, people. If we unite, I'm not asking you to come and love me and say hello to me every day. But if we can have the same common interest to make our nation great, I think that we will be on the right path to a good future, to a bright future for our next generation to come and live like kings and queens that we are. and not to suffer like slaves, because that's what we still are. I'm sorry, but if you have gold and diamond on your land and you need somebody to come and take your gold and diamond and give you, the owner, 10% and they take 90%, are you still not a slave? You are, because you do not know the value of your resources. You do not know. African leaders, enough is enough. Congo, we are coming for you, Congo. Hold on tight. The people are going to march for you. The people are going to scream for you. The people are going to fight for you. And whichever country you are that is struggling, we are coming to be behind you, my sisters and brothers. That is how it should be. And if you are against this message, it means that you are not for unity and we don't need you around. If you think that you know that you are African, but you say you are not African, we don't need you around, sis. We're not going to force anybody to be with us. We're going to call the people that has same common interests as us. You understand? That is what is going to happen now. So Congo, hold on tight. We're not going to sit down for our people to go down. That is impossible. Anywhere that is suffering, any country that is suffering, that has our people there, we are going to support our people. And if you love the message that I'm putting out, please use your platform to continue that same message so that it can reach many people. Stop complaining, African people. Stop pointing fingers at the white man. The white man also wants profit. He's not going to come and take your oil and your gold out of the ground for free. They also need their money. So if you want to make money, you need to build your own refineries. You need to build your own infrastructures. Okay? Thank you. It is time, people. Some of us are frustrated and we are tired. Enough is enough. And anybody who has something to say against what I'm saying.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you have seen and you have heard the powerful message from Mia Montel, an MP of Caribbean. She has come out and exposed proudly and fearlessly the corrupted leaders. She has said that these corrupted leaders are the ones who are dragging the economy of the Caribbean back. They are the ones who are delaying the infrastructure and development of the Caribbean countries. She has said that these corrupted leaders, they should stop being corrupt and they should set an example of good leadership for the upcoming generation. She has said that these corrupted leaders are the ones who are making the local traders closing their business and making other citizens being jobless, because they have allowed the foreign traders to come in the Caribbean countries and invested big for the economy of the Caribbeans, knowing that they have provided them with the shield. They are covering them. We have seen that these corrupted leaders, they have increased a tax rate for the local traders, and they are decreasing the rate for the foreign traders, and this has led to local traders to close down their industry, to close down their businesses, because these foreign traders, they are investing big in the country. They will come and identify a product that the citizens of the country are using regularly. They will spot and identify it, and they will start manufacturing this product, and they will sell this product on a lower price comparing to the local traders. And when the citizen will know, they will go and buy this foreign traders commodities, because they are being sold on a cheaper price comparing to the local traders. And this is making the local traders to close down their businesses, and other people are being rendered jobless. She has come out boldly and said that the corrupt leaders should stop covering these foreign traders. They should stop investing big in this foreign traders company. They should stop having shares with these foreign traders. They should start investing in the local traders, and they should start providing raw materials for the local traders to grow and to increase their commodities and their products. And we have seen the other African lady who has come out fearlessly and boldly and ashamed the corrupt leaders in Africa. Like the Caribbean countries, us in Africa are facing the same challenges of corrupt leaders. For instance, you will find an elected member of parliament will be allocated some money to go and build a tarmac road in his constituency. This corrupted leader will go and identify an constructor, and she will corrupt this constructor, and they will go and buy cheap products, and they will build a tarmac road which will not last even for less than 5 years, and the rest of the money they will use it to benefit for themselves. You are seeing these African corrupt leaders are the ones who are taking their families in vacation in Dubai. They are taking their concubines in vacation in Dubai, in America, in Paris, and the money that is being used there is not their salary. It's the money that is meant to serve the people of the the citizen of the particular constituency. These people are benefiting themselves. They have even forgotten that when they came out begging for the citizen to vote for them, they had good agenda, they had good promises. Now their promises have turned to be to be false promises. They have even forgotten the people who voted them in those office. These people will come and even sack all people that they found them before they were being elected in that office. They will start employing their family members. We have seen here in Africa, leaders are employing their family members in various positions in their office. You will find an MP, he's electing his wife to be his personal assistant, or to be his secretary, or to be his spokesperson. And yet there are so many people out here that they are qualified in that particular job. You will find an MP is being located a certain amount of money to go and improve education in his constituency. This person will go and invest small in his constituency in one school, and he will not support that school fully. He will support that school partially, and he will use the remaining money to send his child abroad to study abroad. While in his constituency, there are so many people who are not in school. There are so many people who are dying in hunger. There are so many people who are even jobless. They don't care. Once these people are being elected in that office, they forgot their agendas. They forgot their promises. The only thing they want is to benefit themselves. Now is highly time for us African and Caribbean citizens to come out boldly and strongly and say no to the corrupt leaders. I'm really impressed by how Mia Mottley and that African lady have come out boldly and ashamed these corrupted elders. It's highly time for us to say no to corrupt leaders, and to come and to sit and identify the leaders who will serve us well, and they will not be corrupted. We have really suffered as African countries and Caribbean countries, because these people will come and trap us with their agendas and with their promises, and lately they will leave their promises and they will start benefiting themselves. They are using the money that is being made for us people to benefit. It's highly time to say no to corrupted leaders. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. God bless.